busy today, but we're going to do the best that we can with what we got. Jeremy, congratulations to him. He got his first doe deer, and today we're going to be showing you how to quarter him up and get him all prepped for processing. It's a personal choice of mine that I like to process my own deer. It just gives me better peace of mind. I know what's happening with the meat. I can save as much of it as I can, and I know I'm getting my deer back. I've heard stories of people going to meat processors and they end up getting different meats that they didn't even get off of their deer. Like, so take the loins out and then they'll get another set of loins with their pack that they get back. So it's just a personal choice of mine. If you go to a processor, that's great. But if you are interested in learning how to process a deer, this is the first step, including getting the deer and gutting it out and stuff. But so this is the first step here. So let's get started. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to be removing the tail and getting the whole hide off of the deer. I'll be removing the head. I don't know if I can show that on YouTube, but we're going to try. So first part of the process is you always want to have a sharp knife. If you have a dull knife, it's going to make it a lot harder. So take some time, sharpen your knife, get a nice edge on it, and it'll make your life a whole lot easier. Alright, so with the tail, you're going to want to grab it and you're going to make a cut, like a V, going here to here. And then it should be able to come right off, just like that. And just cut the excess there. I just don't have enough hands right now. So yeah, tail's pretty easy. The next step is you're going to want to, or I like to hang my deer upside down. You're going to want to make a cut from here, come around here, around this whole part. And then you can, some people like to score different sections of it to make it easier to pull down. But depending on how the deer, it might come off easy. You just kind of pull it down and just work your way down, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I'm going to work on getting the head off. So with the head, you can kind of feel a joint right about in here, right behind the ears. So you cut straight down and then come up through the neck area. And it's all joint work. You find those joints and you shouldn't have to have any saws or anything like that. So cut here, come around and go around the whole thing and make it down and find that joint. And you find that joint and you just kind of score your knife through it, and then the head comes off. Same thing with right up here. So once I'm going to be quartering the animal up, actually, I'll cut it here, and I'll show you how to separate it from the joints. I'm also going to need to take stuff off here, take these front legs off, just to make it easier for getting the skin off of the animal. So we're going to start by scoring this part here, getting around, and start peeling down. Alright, so as a side-to-side comparison, you can see I scored here, and even it's just kind of slipping down, even not even doing a whole lot to it. Whereas here I haven't done anything yet, but so I slit across all the way around this leg, and I went down to here where I had got the animal out, so that way you can pull this side off and this side off and not be stuck on this area here. So I'm going to attempt to try to get you a visual on how easy this pulls off, and that's without a knife even. So you just got to get started and work it down, and if there's spots like this, you kind of take your knife and run it across it, and it comes off real easy. So try to get a time lapse going and show you how to pull the hide off of the animal. All right, for viewer discretion, I already went ahead and took the head off of the animal. I know some people have issues with that. So the next part, what we're going to do is find this joint here. It seems to be right about here. Find that joint, and the same thing, you score around it, but this time we're going to be taking this part off. So I'll try to do the best I can filming it, but we'll see what happens here. Alright, so I'm going to try and face it this way, be as close as I can, you guys. So right here on this joint, you're going to want to cut down. And get all the way around on your skin. And look at that. How easy that comes off, you just line the joints and separate. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Ooh, that's weird. So now we have all of our excrements off, if you will. So I'm going to do this other side here and start peeling the hide down. And once the hide is off, we'll quarter it up, get it into a bag, and get it into the freezer, because it rained a bit today. I let it hang for 2 days, and it was a little warmer than what I'd like, so I want to get this meat in the freezer and processed hopefully tomorrow. I'm going to come out and we can process it up, and I don't know if that'll be the same video or if it'll be a different video, but yeah, so let's start peeling away. Alright guys, now I'm kind of getting to the point where I want to show you how easy this is. So you can literally just take this and make big progress just by pulling down, and it's not that hard. It's really not that hard, so I think it's completely worth it. Seeing the time lapse, how fast it goes, but I think it's worth it. You know what's happening to your meat. See, I'm doing this with my left hand while filming. It's that easy. So, yeah, I definitely highly recommend doing your own deer. And look at that, we're like halfway done already, so awesome. Alright, almost done here. This is literally 2 minutes after the last segment that I talked to you in. So what I'm going to do now is actually cut a line down this area here, just so that you can spread it apart and get the individual pieces off. Then I'll also cut a line down here and a line down here, so that it's nice and easy and can slip off. So as you can see, what I've done on this side, you can kind of see it right here, but I made a cut right here and connected it all down into here, so it came off relatively easy. It's still a bit of a struggle. This is the hardest part of the deer, but we're real close. I mean, we don't got much more to go, so we're gonna do this side and then pull it the rest of the way off. Alright guys, so we have made it past the leg area. Looks really good. Another tip on why I keep my animal upside down like this is it's a lot easier to pull the hide off that way, and as you work down you don't get as much hair on the meat itself, which is kind of a pain in the butt to get out. It's inevitable, but this helps out a little bit. So we're going to do the last part here, and that'll be it. Here, I don't even need to do this, but I'm going to show you. See all this, I don't even know what to call it, but if it's a little hard to pull, just take your knife and run it across there, and it starts pulling real easy again. So pull this the rest of the way off. Get it off right here. Close. Took me about half hour. There's definitely guys that are quicker than me, but I mean, I'm just a beginner really at this. I just like to show you and help you show you some of my tips and tricks. Pretty much off right now. It's just the dullness of my knife isn't getting through. There you go. Just like that. And we are done. Awesome. Here we go. Here's a fully de-skinned deer. So what we're going to do now is be quartering it up. I like working from the bottom up once again. You can leave your stuff hanging. This wasn't supposed to break, but I accidentally cut this tendon here, which is holding that up there. So we'll start with one here, and then we'll do this side, and then I like to separate this into two chunks as well. Separates real nice right here. Then you can go up one of the rib lines and separate it there just to make it into smaller chunks. Then we'll separate this off, and then we'll only be left with that, and it'll be perfect. So yeah, that's about the basis of it right now. Alright guys, so like I said, this part should be relatively simple. You can see where it's separated there, and this side I think you can see better. You can see where this whole shoulder muscle comes up here. I'll try to get you a close up. But you're going to follow your knife and take off right around that, and that is your whole quarter there. Same thing on the other side. And then for your rear haunches, you go down the middle, you come up this direction. I usually come in that way, but and then like I said, I like to cut my middle in half as well. Makes it more manageable. So after that, that's pretty much all we got for you today. And then we'll be processing this baby tomorrow. Look at that. So easy. Yeah, a little bit disconnected. I'm just going to go ahead and slice her down right here. You can make that into whatever you want, but that's one leg of your deer. So put that in the bag. I'll wash the stuff off when I get home. Right now, I guess, I don't know, maybe I'll wait for Jeremy to get home and then we'll wash it off out here. But just get this stuff off for now. Alright, here's another good piece there. Some good weight to this deer. It's quite a bit of a fat layer too. I'm thinking it's going to be a really good tasting deer. It smelled really good when we were gutting it out. I don't know if I'm crazy, but I can kind of tell it's going to taste good. It's going to be mediocre by when you gut it out. Now I'm going to pick a rib and I'll cut up that rib, and then you can separate it at the spine. So thinking probably somewhere along this rib here. This will all be sped up so you don't have to hear this. That is what you want to avoid. Dropped it in the grass on accident. So yeah, accidentally dropped that in the grass. So kind of a weird cut here, but the camera died. So now this is what we're left with. And what I'm going to do next is take this leg off here, and then it'll leave us with this part and this leg left. And then after this leg's off, we'll only have this part to cut, and that'll give us our 2 final pieces. And then we'll wait for Jeremy to get back. We'll wash it all off and get her in the freezer tonight. Meat still feels real good, so that's a really good sign. Yeah, all looks pretty good. We're going to take the rest of this off right away since it had fallen off, so just to keep the hair away from the meat. Just like that. Just about there. That side, and look at that chunk of meat right there. This is why you hunt. This right here is a great amount of deer. For how big that deer was, this is all worth it right here. All right, last part is getting this off, and then all that's left will be the leg up here, and that's already done for us. So on that, we should be pretty good. Boom! Hey guys, and sorry for that weird transition again, but camera died. So basically the rest of the process is repeating what I did on that first leg, following that joint and where, not even the joint, but the muscle structure, and it really comes off pretty easily. Disconnects right by the hip bone. So I guess this will do it for this video. If you enjoyed, if I helped you out at all, please like, subscribe, comment, do what you guys do best. Anything you do is appreciated. Me and Jeremy try to work real hard at this whole YouTube thing, so it shows. It boosts our confidence when we see a video doing well. It helps us produce better quality videos, I think, because we're in a better mood. But everything we're doing is because of you guys, and we thank you for that. Big congratulations to Jeremy on his first bow deer, and hopefully we can do it again for you guys real soon. Again, hopefully this video was a good video for you guys. I know I had a fun time making it, because filming and doing it at the same time really makes you kind of think and like really want to do it well, and I think I learned a little bit, and hopefully I taught you something. And if you know something that I don't know, obviously I'm open to suggestions. But yeah, if you guys liked it, like, subscribe. It's free. All you got to do is click a button. So go on and click it right now. Things that are going to be happening in the future for us is we're trying to post consistently. We're trying to post 3 times a week, and really bring you guys good content. And we need you guys to engage and tell us what you guys would like to see, as well as feedback on the content that we've already produced. So go ahead and check out some other videos on our channel. We have the 39 Lakes series, we have hunting, truck build stuff. It's a wide but condensed variety. Trying to think if there's anything else to say. Oh yeah, we now have a Wisco Outdoors Instagram page, as well as a Facebook page, the Instagram page, I always update a video or a picture every single day. So if you guys want to stay up to date with the latest of Wisco Outdoors, go ahead and follow that. That's just Wisco Outdoors. So go there for your daily content. other than that, I think, like I said, we appreciate everything that you guys do for us. And the only thing left to say is have a good one.